and welcome to the daily newscast within the United Countries special by First Ukraine. You can find us on the frequencies available on our website firsta.com. I'm Olga Tkachenko and thank you for joining us. Pro-Russian terrorists have shelled the village near the city of Mariupol once again tonight. It is called Lobodinsky. From here, it is only 5 kilometers to the city. The attack lasted for 40 minutes. The sound of barrage was even audible to the people of Mariupol. First Ukraine was told by Yaroslav Chepurny, the press officer of Sector M.
The combatants in the time blazed away our positions. It happened near 1 a.m. at night. Fortunately, despite the blaze had been lasted for 40 minutes, the combatants did not get any serious effects. There were not indemnity among them. The combatants have used all the artillery assaults of the caliber about 122 millimeters.
Stanitsa Luhanska has been left without gas supply once again. Out of all Luhansk region, terrorists chose this town. The damage caused 2 houses to go ablaze. Georgy Tuka, the head of Lugansk region, reports. The day before, 3 soldiers of 17th Tank Brigade blew up on the anti-personnel mine in Orikhovo of Popasna district. 2 of them died and the 3rd one is in hospital. Marinka and Krasnogorivka were under fire last night. The combatants used heavy artillery and automatic weapons. This resulted in 4 soldiers being wounded and no civilian casualties, reports press service of Civil Military Administration of Donetsk region. Marinka also suffered new damage. Shells hit the houses on several streets of the city. 4 soldiers had died today, another 13 had been wounded. Such losses were announced by Alexander Matuzyanek, press officer of anti-terrorist operation. At the same time, the amount of aggressive provocation was smaller, claim reports from ATO headquarters on the front lines. However, the Donetsk direction remains the hottest. Terrorists have been shelling Ukrainian positions in Marinka, Krasnogorivka, Opatne and Pisky since yesterday evening.
Russian terrorists have violated the ceasefire regime. The mercenaries have used the artillery twice. The mortar guns were used about 15 times and multiple rocket launchers were used only once. 65-ton mortars and weapons after midnight. At 20th of August, the bandit formations continue the firing activity nearby Donetsk.
36 Russian convoys so far had entered Ukraine today. The rows of white trucks crossed the border in the morning through the Russian checkpoints Donetsk and Matveyev-Kurgan. Overall, the convoy contained 105 vehicles. Official Moscow assures that they transported thousands of tons of various pasta and preserves only. In regards to medical and technical personnel present among the crews, representatives of Russian Ministry of Emergencies claim that these people were traveling with drivers to aid them during the journey. Ukraine reduced food export to Russia to historic lows. About that claimed Minister of Agricultural Policy Alexei Pavlenko. According to him, Ukrainians supply to Russian markets 2% of total output. Now domestic exporters are oriented to European, Asian, African and American markets.
The successful diversification compensated should receive profit from the export to Russia. Russia cannot influence on export of our production seriously. Even if Russia will use the existing sanctions concerning the European and American goods, it is likely become the motivation for the technical and technological disarmament of our food export and the revolution concerning the Ukrainian goods of high quality according to the new world markets.
Now, foreign clothing is going to be eliminated in Russia. The initiative to burn contraband clothing was presented to President Putin by Russian textile manufacturers. In their opinion, it will stimulate Russian consumer industry. Earlier in Russia, more than 600 tons of sanctioned products were demonstratively smashed up. All of that food would be enough to feed all the residents of children's homes in Russian Federation. Under the tractor wheels and rollers got European vegetables, fruits and cheeses. Sanctions against European producers were introduced on 6th of August when Putin signed corresponding law. New patrol police will appear in Lviv on 23rd of August. Around 600 policemen will start working at the time. This statement appeared on the Facebook page of Minister of the Internal Affairs Arsen Avakov. Policemen will receive new uniforms and vehicles. After the launch in Lviv, new patrol police will also appear in Odessa and Dnipropetrovsk. Yuri Zazul Zazula became Lviv's chief of police. He is 26 years old. He currently ranks as a junior sergeant, a corporal by the new law, adds Arsen Novakov. Zazula was transferred from Kyiv police unit. He is a student of National Academy of Internal Affairs. Before his employment in the police, he had been working in the financial sphere. This is the exact same policeman who pulled over an MP, Serhiy Melnichuk, when the latter has been driving without his license, and a vice president of UEFA, Grigory Surkis, for having active police flashers on his vehicle. They are demining liberated territories, saving civilians, extinguish a fire after the attacks. Once every month and a half, a new team of rescuers from Sumy region goes to Donbass. Before every trip, they are training in conditions close to real. Our journalists found out more information.
Atlantida is looking for people on the building ruin. They were created specially for trainings. Exactly, this is how buildings look after earthquakes and explosions. Atlantida was worked in real conditions. We already were at 9-story building, which was damaged by grads. Dogs searched the building, but it was empty. There was a mortar fire, and we helped with reconstruction. And where there was an opening of kindergarten, we came with dogs, and mood was really celebratory. To overcome obstacles in damaged rooms, dogs are trained every day on these simulators. There they learn to overcome tunnels and sustainable constructions. This is Luna. She is only 5 months old, but it can look for mines. Very soon it will help the miners. When we had come there, we saw absolutely unknown examples of shells which were used, in particular grads, merch, and there are a lot of them. For a new person who see that for first time and terrible because he doesn't know how to work with it, move or bring it, and now we have models of it and can pass this knowledge to next generation. There are a lot of plants in the Donetsk and Lugansk region where ammonia is used, the most popular liquid in Ukraine. There is a special tanker where the ammonium is kept, so because of shell heat, the leak is possible. And this is how rescuers work to liquidation of accident on the railway. They say that it happens not only in the ATO zone. Victoria Plastun, Victoria Zabiyan, First Ukraine.
It was the United Country Newscast by First Ukraine. You can find more details at our website, firstua.com. Olga Tkachenko was working for you in the studio. We wish you only good news. Take care and goodbye.